Hello, welcome to the queue. It is Operation Big Red 1, and it is Germany turn number 10. And this game is way ahead of where we normally are in turn 10 as far as who's in the war and who's doing what. So here's our purchase. We have a rail or a militia. We don't know yet. We're waiting on a rule clarification because I was told that I could rail on the rail and jump to a river and then get back on the rail. So jump to the river and jump back on the rail, and I could go here to Eastern Anatolia with that Italian mountain infantry. Um, it would be real simple if this river went into Bulgaria and then out, but since it's the border, there's a little bit of confusion. Um, I mean, if you read the rules, you're jumping on the river and then you're jumping into Bulgaria and you just follow the rail. So um, this guy should be over here, and then I'll build a militia here. But if that's not the case, then we're going to build a rail connection instead of that militia because they're both two for that cost. So there's the explanation there. We're going to build we were convoyed for two for $67. Airborne anti-aircraft gun, militia upgrade, militia. It's our free fort. We've got infantry, a fighter, a Atlantic Wall militia, 3 infantry, 1 infantry, 2 marines, 1 airborne, 1 heavy strategic bomber, and finally two infantry there. So that is our 67, which could change based off our tech rolls. So let's roll those. We've got advanced mech and improved construction. So let's roll. I guess I have to have the right colors. I need a white and a yellow. All right, so these are at 7, and neither one succeeded. So that was it for that. So now we need jets and advanced subs, gray and blue. All right, let's roll those. These are at 8, and we got 1. Jets. So jets, I believe, goes to 3. Yep. All right, so we were bound to have a bad tech turn. We had 3 in a row that were really good, and I think the one before that was really bad. So that's the purchase. That's the tech rolls, and let's look at some combat. So I'm going to try and use this pointer. This sub down here in A54 will come 1, 2, 3 into A47. So if we can move him all the way over there. Oh, it worked. All right, so he's going to do that convoy there. Get rid of that pointer for now. The sub here in A48 will come up 2 to A45 and convoy raid there. And then this sub here in A18, come down 1, 2, 3, and we'll try and convoy raid there. Hopefully we can get all $5 off the Americans. As the British, we're just not going to take any risk here just yet. We will soon, but not now. All right, so let's look down here at our battles. We've got this heavy strategic bomber in Azerbaijan. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it'll have a movement of 4 left. It will bomb this factory at Oral Kursk. Going back into Transcaucasia, infantry, artillery from Anatolia and from Azerbaijan is a cavalry and a fighter. He'll have a movement of 4 left. This fighter from Romania at an air base, 1, 2, 3, have a movement of 3 left. Let's see if we can't take Transcaucasia back. Got to remember to move that. All right. We took this battle off the board because we are doing something else. We are going to hit this Navy first. I guess it doesn't matter because there's nothing there that can block our aircraft. So we'll carry on with this. This air transport in Bavaria comes up to Western Germany, grabs the airborne. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll have a movement of 3 left. He drops him there in, and I don't know what this country is here, Latvia. Try and clear out the Russian Air Force. So we got 3 aircraft coming in. Fighter, tactical from Western Germany, and they will both have 3 left. And then the medium bomber, 1, 2, 3, and it'll have 4 left. All right, so hopefully that goes well. All right, so the Navy battle, we've got this seaplane going on map, so we can take a crack at those subs. We're going to pair a destroyer with it. Then we've got all these ships. 1 transport will stay in port. 1 transport will pick up infantry and a marine and come over here, drop them off into Poland. I don't know which one that is, West Poland. All right, so we're going to have some other units as well. So I'll wait until tech casualties and then rearrange that. All right, so we got one more. We got a fighter coming up from Italy. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll have a movement of 2 left. Joining the sea battle, here's this sub in A4. 1, 2, 3. So he'll be in here as well. Put him on the card for now. And I think that's that one. We got one more, the strategic bomber. It's not a strategic, it's a medium bomber. 1, 2, 3 into Gibraltar. We're going to bomb the port. We'll have a movement of 4 left. This is to remind me to move that Vichy sub. All right, so now what do we want to do? Okay, so I guess that's it. I don't see any more markers for combat, so let's roll some dice, shall we? Okay, all right, let's start with our convoying down there in the far south. Oh, of course, my dice are way over here. Right, good stretch, good stretch. All right, first sub. And USA has nothing, or do they have radar? No, they don't. So this is +3. So that is 6, 9 to 5. That closes that line. So we don't need to roll this sub. We'll roll this sub, see if we can get those 2. All right, +3 is 6 to 4. That's the 2. So USA loses the full 5. If I can find a 2 here. There it is. All right. All right. So convoy rating good. Let's go with our port bombing there. We got a D6, and then we have an anti-aircraft. And the anti-aircraft is at 1. So we got 4 damage there on that British port. Now, in the port is 3 ships. They're allowed to scramble out. My assumption is they'll just scramble out when I bomb it to that sea zone. If that's not the case, let me know. All right, so that's done. Let's continue on with our strategic bombing. Oh, here's this one. It was marked. The heavy strategic bomber. 1, 2, 3. Is it 1, 2, 3? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and it has 6 left at the factory there at Leningrad. All right, so that we got 3. Don't know where my D6 dice are. Here's one up here. I guess I'll just roll these 3, and then the black will be the anti-aircraft. So that factory, ooh, that was close. Because of heavy strategic bombers, anti-aircraft is a 1. So that is 11, 12. So 12 damage. 6 and 6. So that is 12. So this factory in Leningrad has 12 damage. And, oh, thanks for that. And Oral Kursk factory is the same thing. And that is, it was between a 3 and a 6. It's a 1. Dang it. 8. So that stinks there. 5 and 3. But that's 20 damage on Russian factories. I gotta appreciate that. Oh, I don't need to put the dice there. I need to put that factory. All right, so that's our bombing and convoy rating. Yeah, all right, so let's go down there to Transcaucasia. I did forget to add the battle, the infantry, the armor, and self-propelled artillery. I did say they were joining the battle. I just didn't move them in. In Transcaucasia there, we got the artillery at 2. So let's put those there. Artillery comes up at a 2. No. All right, so we've got a 2 for the cavalry and a 2 for the boosted infantry. And we've got 2 fighters at 6. Oh my gosh. How many times can my planes miss? Defending is infantry at a 4. He misses. All right. So let's go with round 2, our 2 fighters. There's a hit. And the defense of a 4 is a hit. That figures. All right, well, we'll lose the cavalry because he doesn't defend well. So we take that territory. All right. With an artillery infantry. What other attacks? So we got West Poland. We'll do that one. Oh, we got the naval battle. The naval battle has to happen before that. Otherwise, these 2 guys don't join in. And it's just those 3, which they can probably get that done. So let's do the naval battle. First, we'll do the seaplane at a 3. Or is that... No, it's not boosted. 3. That's a hit. So 1 sub down. All right, so that sub gets to defend. The destroyer that paired with that is at a 4. And that misses. So he's electing to submerge these 2 subs. So I'm assuming I'm not going to get enough hits to get into those subs. So let's go with 2 torpedo boats at 2. All right, we got a sub at a 3. There's a hit. We've got 1, 2, 2 destroyers and a coastal defense ship, and they're all at 4. There's 3 hits. Maybe we will get to those subs. We've got a fighter at 6. Nope. We got a battle cruiser at 7. That's a hit. And then 2 battleships at 8. 2 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 sub survives and submerges. All right, so let's roll their defense. So they will have a 2 for that. Let me move all these out of there. A 2 for their torpedo boat destroyer. Misses. 2 subs plus the 1 that survived at 3. So that's 3 at 3. I thought that was a 1 at first, but that's 3 misses. 3 destroyers at 4. There is 1 hit, 2 hits, and we'll re-roll that one. 3 hits. All right, so a 5 for the, doesn't matter. It was a light cruiser. It's an 8. So the heavy cruiser at a 6, and that's pretty much a 3. So 4 hits. So we will take the 2 torpedo boat destroyers and damage the 2 battleships. And I don't know if I got a damage marker somewhere. I'm looking. Nope, that's not it. There they are. All right, so the 2 battleships are damaged. All right. So in that sea zone is the transport, that took these two guys. We'll leave the destroyers there, and then these ships will go back in port. The two battleships, the battle cruiser, and the coastal defense. The coastal defense ship will stay out. All right. So that is how that looks, and then we'll land that plane. All right. So now we can do that amphib because we have the 2 extra infantry. So that gives us 3 infantry units at a 2. There's 2 hits. Oh, crying out loud. Oh, you know what? That self-propelled artillery is a first strike. So that's at a 3 and misses. All right. So the cavalry defends. Hey, you know what? I got a medium armor. Let's see what he does. Oh, wow. Major failure. The cavalry defends at a 2. I have to lose a Marine. Well, that is why I bought 2 Marines. All right, so that's the casualty pile. So that leaves the final battle. And we don't really care about taking Latvia. The airborne is just to soak up a hit. So we've got the airborne at a 3. Misses. We got the fighter at a 6. Oh, misses. Bomber and tactical at 7s. Oh my gosh, all of them missed. What a disaster. Okay. So we got the militia defending at a 2. We got the tactical at a 5. We got the fighter at a 6. Thank you. Everybody missed. Wow. Okay, so round 2. Airborne at a 3. Fighter at a 6. Oh my gosh. All these dice are going away. 2 new dice. All right. I can't target select aircraft, so that tactical doesn't matter. 2 at 7, the tactical and the medium bomber. Oh my gosh, 1 hit. So he loses the militia. Militia back at 2. Tactical at a 5. He hits. And the fighter at a 6. He misses. So we lose our airborne. Now at this point we can back off or we can continue. Unfortunately, I'm going to continue. So I got a 6 for the fighter. Damn it. 2 7s for the bomber. Tactical. Oh my gosh, 1 hit. So he'll lose that tactical. Tactical at a 5. Oh no! Fighter at a 6. Dang it. All right, so we're going to lose our fighter and tactical and call that a day. The fighter survives. Can you believe that? What a load of hooey. Oh, man. All right, is that all the battles? So from Russia, we're taking... Oh, I had that guy marked, oh well. So from Russia, we're taking... Or does it matter? It does matter. That guy, I just didn't get the roll for him. We're taking 1 and then 5, 6 total from Russia. Oh, so let's see. No, Russia goes down 6. So 45, we go up to 55. And that's the only territories that we took. So let's land our planes. This fighter has 3. This fighter has 4. They both go back to Romania. We got this air transport here. 1, 2, 3, 4 to Romania. We're railing 1 infantry out of Istanbul into eastern Anatolia. The cavalry will go from Bulgaria, 1, 2. The 2 infantry in Bulgaria, 1 will go to Istanbul and 1 will come up here to Romania. I say that. Let me look. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to leave one of those infantry back here in Bulgaria. Actually, the one that went to Romania is going to stay. So one went to Istanbul and one stayed and didn't go to Romania. All right. This plane here from Oral Kursk, 1, 2, 3, 4, the heavy strategic bomber to central Romania. We've got this bomber here from Leningrad, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to Paris. So that's that dice. This medium bomber just 1, 2, 3 to Western Germany. And this air transport 1, 2, 3 to Western Germany. And that is all. Oh, one plane here. This fighter here. This goes 1 to Western Germany out of C Zone A12. Seaplane also lands back in Western Germany. No need to keep it on map. That's done. All right, so I guess that destroyer's in that C Zone too. The bends might be better. All right. Breaks down over time, or is it armor breaks down over time, I think. So I've got a rail. Let's see what we got here. All right, so this infantry here in Picardy has to go to Belgium. Motorized out of Belgium goes over 1, 2 to Aquitaine. Alsace-Lorraine, sorry. The 2 medium armor and self-propelled artillery will come out of Belgium, 1, 2 into Paris. All right, so that keeps us with the Atlantic Wall thing going. We got this infantry in Normandy, goes down to Aquitaine. Anti-aircraft gun from Paris goes to Aquitaine. All right, so what else do we got over here? Where's his armor at? I can't do anything with his armor. I think the 2 infantry in central Romania will come up. 1. Yeah, that's fine. Into eastern Poland, sorry. All right, so that leaves me to rail this guy in Berlin and this anti-aircraft gun. Sorry about that. I'm still lamenting my aircraft loss. It's been a heavy aircraft loss for this game. So we'll rail this anti-aircraft gun to Paris. The infantry in Berlin will rail to Paris as well. We're going to rail this self-propelled artillery out of northern Italy to Paris. That's our 3 rails, and I think we're done. I don't think we're going to rail anything else. Sorry about the dead space. I'm thinking if I should rail that out of Paris or not, or out of Italy. I think we won't. I think we'll just move it into Rome. So we got 2 rails left, but we're out of units to rail. I could rail that Marine, but I need him on the coast there for my transports. All right, so that is it. We got our Vichy sub here that will come out of M1, 1, 2, 3 into A43. And African Corps, do I want to do anything with those guys? I don't think so. I think we're good. We'll just sit put with what we got. All right, I think that's it. We got this coastal sub in A5 will come over to A8. This sub that didn't do anything on the convoy raid, A18, will come up 1, 2, 3 to A4. That's all casualties. That's markers. All right. I believe we are done. So for now, I'm going to put that rail and militia right here. And once we find out on the ruling, it'll be one or the other. So the rail will connect Bulgaria and Central Romania. And if we don't need it, the militia just goes in Central Romania. So in Romania is going to be an airborne. In Turkey is going to be anti-aircraft. The militia upgrade and militia will be over here in Central Anatolia. So airborne, and that guy goes in that factory. Now, even though if it's connected, that's an easy supply path, but if it's not connected, we still can go through this Italian port over here to this port to connect that factory to build that anti-aircraft gun. All right. What else are we placing? Here's our militia for the Atlantic Wall here in Belgium. Fighter in Paris. Warsaw gets 1 infantry. And let's see, East Germany gets 3, Bavaria gets 2. All right, so 2 in Bavaria, infantry. 3 infantry in Eastern Germany. And we get our free infantry in Berlin for the Spanish Legion there. And we'll roll our recruitment for Spain at a 6. 9, fails. Vichy is a 2, or is it a 1? Either way, it's 6, it failed. All right, so last in Western Germany is going to be an infantry, 2 Marines, airborne, and that heavy strategic bomber. Oh, and we get our fortification, which will also go in Western Germany. All right, so put that there. Airborne, Marine, Marine, and an infantry. All right, so that is it. Let's take that off. What is our cash? 55. So there's 55 plus 5. So that's be 60, 66, 68. So for next turn, 68. And we will go with that. We get 5 for Vichy, 3 for Sweden, 3 for Romania, and 2 because we got Transcaucasia back again. So that's worth 7 to us. And that's pretty much it. That's the cash. Do a recap here. We've got a sub in A47, A45, A37, A4, coastal sub in A8. Actually, I guess we could have left that there. Not that it matters. Let me see what I was thinking here. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's what I was thinking. So this sub, because it was buried with all these casualties, let me move them here. Let's get rid of this dice tray. Sorry about breaking here. So this sub here in A18 was coming up 1, 2, 3 into A5, and this coastal sub was going here to A8. So either way, we're blocking that regardless of that seaplane. All right, so that was naval units. Naval units in A12 is a transport, a sub, 3 destroyers, and a coastal defense ship. In port is 2 damaged battleships, a battle cruiser, and a transport, and they are in port there in Western Germany. All right, let's go for land units now. I guess we'll start here. Militias, Denmark, Netherlands, Picardy, Normandy. Belgium has an infantry militia. Aquitaine has 2 German infantry AA militia and 1 Italian infantry. Paris is 2 infantry, 1 militia, 2 mechanized infantry, 2 medium armor, 1 self-propelled artillery, 1 heavy strategic bomber, and 1 fighter. Alsace-Lorraine, 1 mechanized infantry. Bavaria, 2 infantry. Berlin, 1 infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so yeah, we're good. Let's check out this. 1, 2, 3. I think what we're going to do is make a switch. This fighter that I placed in Paris, I'm going to trade it out for one of these infantry. So Paris is now 3 infantry, minus the fighter. So in Western Germany is 2 fighters, 3 Marines, airborne, militia, seaplane, heavy strategic bomber, medium bomber, air transport. Berlin infantry, Bavaria 2 infantry. Northern Italy is 2 cavalry. Rome is an infantry, self-propelled artillery. 3 infantry in Eastern Germany. Western Poland is a medium armor, 3 infantry, self-propelled artillery. Warsaw is an infantry militia. East Poland is 4 infantry, 1 anti-aircraft gun, 1 cavalry, 1 motorized, 1 mechanized infantry, 2 medium armor. Bessarabia is 1 infantry. Central Romania is 2 fighters, air transport, airborne, and a heavy strategic bomber. Bulgaria is an infantry. Turkey is 3 infantry, 1 anti-aircraft gun. Catanese, militia, cavalry. Eastern Anatolia is 2 infantry and a militia. In Transcaucasia is an infantry artillery. Militia in Atacans, whatever that is. We got in Africa and Transjordan. Transjordan is an infantry. In port in Egypt is a torpedo boat destroyer. In I-5 is 2 destroyers. In Upper Egypt, Lower Egypt, it's always covered up. I think that's upper. Yeah. So Lower Egypt is a light armor, medium armor, self-propelled artillery, motorized infantry, artillery, and last but not least is 2 infantry in Western Egypt. However, I just see here that I forgot to land this medium bomber. As a movement of 4 left, he just comes back 1, 2, 3 to Northern Italy. All right, so that is Northern Italy is 2 cavalry and a medium bomber. I think that's it. All right. Next up will be Russia, and we will move on from there.